भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha, and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him, and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Meenakshi Mishra.
Oh, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अहं ब्रह्मास्मि. So, good evening everyone. स्वागत है आप सभी का. Good evening and good morning and good afternoon from wherever you have joined us based on your time zones. So welcome all. So to your day, आपके सवाल और आपके जवाब. So we believe to create some more magic today. So I could see Revati ji is already ready with a question. So that's good. So that's what you should do when you are coming for a question and answer session, right? You should come with questions. Chalo. So let's begin with Revati ji then.
Yeah, Revati ji, please unmute yourself.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Okay, so I have there's been, first of all, Batuk Bhairav is sitting in my house and having great conversations with me. So I'm delighted to be associated with him.
Great, enjoy with them.
He's very cute. Okay, so I have a friend, Business Connect, who we do a lot of work together, and he's very much into believing, be God, I am God. He's a very good person, and he understands what I'm talking about when I tell him that I'm associated with this group and we are a family and all that. I keep telling him about Aham Brahmasmi. There's something that he said. I mean, he keeps saying, and when I hear that, I then feel that, what is it? Is that man real? What is he talking? So this is what he is telling me. So he casually asked me a question. He said, have you been to Kumbh Mela? I've never been to Kumbh Mela. So, or any Mela I've never been to. And this was a conversation stemming from a dialogue that we were having on spirituality, on various things. So he said, do you know how many yogis, sadhus go there? I said, I've seen a lot on television. It's bhara hua hota hai. The melas bhara hua. So he said, have you seen them travel? I said, where will I see? I've never been there. I don't know. He said, have you heard anybody telling you that they have seen so many sadhus travel by train, travel by whatever? Have you seen them? So I said, no, I have not heard anybody say that. Then he said to me, well, they don't travel like that. They don't travel by vans and buses and trains. It's a different way of traveling, which I don't know whether you'll understand. So I said, okay, make me understand. So he said, they travel astrally. Now, when I heard that, मेरे साथ भी बगलामुखी का miracle हुआ है. I have told you that my car just stopped. I can't explain that. There are many such incidents which have happened when my husband was in the hospital and when he was dying, and I've seen a lot of miracles. But is it really possible that people travel astrally? It's a question which has been on my mind since last Thursday, but I didn't ask you on Sunday because Sunday is not the question answer day. So I waited till today to ask. So my hand went up first. So, ये क्या है? इसमें कुछ, and then he says, मानो तो भगवान, ना मानो तो आप भगवान को देख के भी पत्थर बोलोगे, पत्थर को देख के भी मैं भगवान मानता हूँ. So he says, it's up to you to believe, but this is how it works. Now, I really don't know what to believe. Not that I'm expected to believe anything, but it's a curiosity for me.
Good. So how is it going to help whether I say yes or no?
It's curiosity.
Yes, because until you experience that, it will just be a story. So,
but ऐसे होता है
First,
क्या? ऐसे होता है? I don't know, I'm asking you.
why it cannot happen, tell me.
Because
आपने
उतना,
पूछा है क्या होता है कि नहीं, आई एम आस्किंग यू, ये हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता, ये मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ.
okay, so I can't imagine scientifically a human being just being created from the air and coming and standing there at the Kumbh Mela or wherever else. So
Very
that's not logically fitting into my mind.
So Revati ji, I think you are not observing science developments now.
I am.
Can you see, I am sitting at my home, but you are looking me at your home in your screen. Is it not a kind of astral travel that we are doing? If I know a certain mechanism, because we are using it on a daily basis, we don't understand the importance of it. But exactly where are you seeing me right now? I'm available at your home, on your desktop, talking to you in your ears. So if this is technically available, scientifically way of available, why cannot it be spiritually? The only thing is we think like, if there is only a device, then only I can see that. I have connected to internet, that's why I'm able to see that. That's the question, right? What if I say there is something much, much bigger than internet?
I'm sure there is. I mean,
So
like,
now you might have also heard of black holes.
heard of?
Black holes.
Yes.
So even if you go by science, there was a person who was traveling in a flight and suddenly like he entered into a black hole and appeared at another place. That which generally would have taken him 3 to 4 hours, he crossed it within 10 minutes. What was that? It is also available on, I'm only talking on science level because you only understand science, because science is something that has been proven, right? And then again, Shivji is suggesting a book, A Soul's Journey, Astral Travel. So we doubt those things because we have not experienced that part.
I guess.
So that's why I said, what is going to change for you if I say yes or no? And at the same time, when I'm saying I am doing the astral travel through internet, I also see all of you as doing the astral travel to me here in my room. I hear you, I see you, I listen to you. The only thing is, we believe like whether it is possible to touch it freely. I can figure it out. Like I can touch my body, but you cannot touch me out there.
Yeah.
Now I always have a session on that. I actually began the sessions with that story, where if I have to cut it short, I'll just wrap it very fast so that it is understandable in a scientific fashion. Earlier, do you remember like there were no cameras, right? Deepika ji, I'm coming from science to spirituality so that I don't keep any doors open. So Revati ji, when there were no cameras, what kind of photographs used to people have? How did they, having a picture, let's say, of great Maharajas that had been earlier? They used to draw like the paintings, right? Before that, have you seen the cave paintings as well? How does the cave painting look like? Like only sticks, right? There are 5 sticks on a circle there, and you understand that's a human. And they have drawn 2 horns and 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, and you say, oh, it was a deer. How did you realize that? That means you might have seen from that level of just drawing a line to painting, it was evolution. Earlier, by just seeing that, you thought, okay, this looks like a human, and you are happy with that. But you see, as a human, we don't stop at one place. We always keep on moving to the next level of revealing that things. Then what happened? You became to the next level and you started drawing some rough paintings. Then you said, oh, this is good. This looks good. Then after that, what did you do? You became much more proficient in drawing and painting, and you created marvelous paintings like Picasso and all those stuff. Like you look like their paintings and you will not know like whether it is a photograph taken or it was clearly drawn, right? So that was amazing. But after that, something came as a red that have you seen that old black and white camera photos? Earlier, you might have seen before the black and white also, it used to be brown. Right? The image was like a sepia color. Now you have filters in Instagram where you choose that color. Right?
Correct.
So it was reddish. And then also it was very blur. And by looking at that, still you believe like, oh, this looks like my grandfather somehow. And then you are not happy, but it looks like my grandfather, but my grandfather's color was not exactly the same. Then what you did, you came up with color images. Then you were happy. Oh, now he looks like my grandfather. Some colors is matching. But my grandfather was not static. He was moving. Then what did you started? You started creating movies. Means it rolls and you feel like, okay, it is walking and talking, right? Then you say, okay, it's walking like Charlie Chaplin, you remember? He said it's walking and everything is okay, but still my grandfather used to speak. Then something was introduced called as talkies. And you being from Mumbai, you understand all this very well. So talkies were introduced. Talkies means what? In which there is a talk. So along with the movement, there was voice that was given. Now, even after that, what have we stopped? No, we have not stopped. Because in talkies, it was in a big far off place. We said, no, how can I travel there? Then you created something called as a television. You remember those Rohini Deluxe television with shutters? And you remember how many of you used that chimta to change the channels? I did.
Even I did. Because
it used to break again and again. So what do? You keep a chimta. A chimta would always be there under that TV. Because there were only 2 channels, DD1, DD2, and then more. And then came, after that, what you did? You said, no, it's okay, but this is too fat. Then what did you create? Then you came up with LCDs, plasmas, LEDs, right? But have you stopped there? You didn't stop there. Next, what you are creating? You are creating 3D images. You are already seeing that one person standing at one place is available at different places doing the same seminar, but an image is being created in thin air, right? Is the person available there? No. But in the air, it is being created. The image is being created. How are they creating that? They are throwing light. You see, everything is a vibration.
Correct.
When they are throwing the light, they are allowing that light to vibrate at a certain level that it creates an image in the air. But will we stop there? We'll say, okay, I'm feeling that, but still it looks like something that is transparent. It's not real. It should have a figurative figure. Then what scientists are going to do? You will see, like most probably in your lifetime, or might be after a few years, people will see what I'm saying. What you will do is, after that, they will condense that vibration further. Then not only an image, but a figure will also appear. A figure that you can touch. But after that, you say, if I'm touching also, but where are the feelings of that? Then what will you do? There will be a person sitting in a room, and whenever you're touching the same reactions, what he is doing, you will feel it here. Then what will you do? You'll say, okay, it's still feeling, but it's not like exactly what I want. Then Revati, what would be the end result? The end result will be you will create your own self. And then you will question who is the creator. Humans are not going to stop until they recreate themselves. And that day they will realize that I was the one who created everything. Now, if you have that potential of, why I gave this example, a potential of from that lines to creating yourself again, that means now tell me, just by this transformation that you are doing, is it not possible to even break this body into smaller particles and project it and create it at another space? Absolutely possible. The only thing is we don't know the mechanism, and those who know, they can. Now, coming to you, do you dream?
Yeah.
Where all you go?
Everywhere.
everywhere. How do you do that?
Astral, I guess. I mean, I'm dreaming. Yeah, but
Wait, I'm not done yet. Where were you before this body? Before you took over this body, the body that you are in, where were you?
In another body.
In another body. So how did you came into this?
I was born as Revati, So
But something should have come into that body. That's how why that body was
Karma.
declared as. So that means you have traveled from somewhere. Might be
Yes.
from another body to this body. How did you do that?
Traveled.
What do you call that travel then? Did you came by walking through a train, bus? No. Then how did you came?
Again.
Exactly what your friend said. You did astral travel. And you entered into this body. But while you are tied to this body, you don't understand how you have done it earlier. You have already done that. It's not that you have not done it. You have done that. The only thing is you have forgotten what you have done. But don't worry. It's just like this. If I take water and condense it, what will become out of it? Ice, right? And if I again put a little bit of heat under that, what will it become?
Water.
Water. So is it changing forms?
It's changing form.
Changing forms. So now if I put a more heat to that, what will happen?
It'll evaporate.
Evaporate. When the water is evaporating, can you say that the water is no more there?
It's gone into thin air.
Into thin air. But if I put a lid on that, what will happen?
There'll be drops of water coming back into the water.
Again, it became water. So can you see if a water can do that? If you understand how to do that, can you do it or not? You will only understand when you experience that. That's why all my thing that I will speak is only talks. But experience is something, let's see.
Yeah,
You might.
Yeah, I'm also saying that I've also experienced loads of things, but the way he was telling me, I was, that conviction with which he said, you have to believe that, this is not what happens. They're just there. And that's how it works. He says, I have been for so many melas. I go for all these things. And I have myself never seen them travel, but they're all there. Huge, lakhs and lakhs of sadhus are there. You think people have not seen them travel. So nowadays, my conversations are like this in the middle of business meetings. So,
So hopefully your business partners must not be thinking like she has lost it somewhere.
no, this guy is not a business partner. He had come as a client, and we were talking about this. So, but there was so much conviction in what he was saying, and he was right when he said.
That means it clearly suggests something, Revati ji. He might have experienced something of such.
He has. He says he has.
So that's where the conviction comes.
Yeah.
Because if it has happened to you, you will not even ask that question.
Yeah.
And now if you ask me, is it possible? I will say yes.
So, long back, 2004, I remember the date also. December 20th was Datta Jayanti. And of 2000, 2004. Obviously, it was not Nag Panchami. It was Datta Jayanti. So we were going to the Mahalakshmi temple, which is here in Mumbai, to pray because my husband was in the hospital that time. And they said, go and pray. So we went and we were going there. When going there, I saw some 3-4 people standing and they had said, feed the Nag. That somebody told me, feed the Nag. So I said, kidhar abhi Nag Panchami, Datta Jayanti pe Nag Panchami mujhe kahan milega? I said, I don't think I'll find. They said, you go wherever. I was walking through that temple and there were 2 people standing there with a Nag in their hand, and I fed milk and I forgot to give money. I went ahead, prayed and came back, and I remembered suddenly that I had not given them any money. So I was asking those people sitting there, I said, idhar ek koi khada tha, wo Nag leke, main kuch dena tha, wo kahan gaye? So he said, मैडम क्या बात कर रहे हो, इधर अभी नागपंचमी है क्या, कोई नाग लेके खड़ा रहेगा? ये दत्त जयंती है तो हो ही नहीं सकता है. आई सॉ इट. I fed them. So these kind of things I have also seen, but to suddenly say that so many sadhus got me just transported like that was a little, difficult for me.
I'll tell you something, Revati ji. If I start sharing my experiences, that's going to be like dream coming true for people. But that's not what I'm exactly going to talk. I'm now just telling you why those things are coming in front of you, why you are asking this question right now. Obviously, how many of you use an alarm clock anytime? Might not be daily, might be at times also, right? Somewhere you have to go, so just to double check whether you don't lose it out, so you put an alarm clock, right? Okay, very good. When you keep the alarm, does it ring at the same time? Means immediately when you are putting the alarm?
No, it
No,
rings
right.
at that time what you put the alarm for.
So when you are giving alarm, मतलब जब हम अलार्म में घड़ी के अलार्म भरते हैं तो वो तब नहीं बजता, लेकिन तब बजता है जब सही समय है. अभी अलार्म भरा जा रहा है आप लोगों में. अभी कुछ नहीं बजेगा, लेकिन जब समय होगा सही समय पे बजेगा वो.
Yeah, because these kind of people also I have not met earlier, who are telling me these things. I mean, this doesn't happen in a business meeting sitting there and I'm talking about something.
See, Revati ji, if you go and sit in a library, you will find all the padakus, all the people, those who read. If you go to the temple, what kind of people will you find? And if you go to a bar, what kind of people will you find? And if you are into this zone, what kind of people will you find?
I agree with you.
Now understand one thing, if this is happening, you see, by being in this zone, you are attracting that kind of people into your lives, those kind of situations into your life. That means whatever you are focusing on is coming back into your life. So what all are we focusing? We should not forget, like in my focusing, everything is appearing. And what you are focusing right now, if you focus enough, it will also happen.
I'm sure it will. Thank you so much, Guruji. This question has been on my mind since 5 days. I said, no, but I must ask only on Wednesday.
You remember the alarm? It doesn't ring at the time when you give it. It rings at the right time when you have set it.
So he told me today, I said, I have this question answer on every Wednesday. He said, पूछ लो अपने गुरुजी को. पूछ लेना ये. And if I feel it, if I'm saying something, he's saying, you must believe that it is not false what I'm saying. I'm telling you the truth. So
the thing is, Revati ji, it is possible, but those who have the capability to do that, they just don't show up to everyone.
He doesn't talk like that to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. No.
मैं बात करूंगा तो लोगों बोलेंगे पागल है. So he says I don't talk like that to everybody.
ये हाल हो गया रेवती जी. Like earlier, people used to wake up early in the morning, and if somebody sleeps for late, people used to question, क्या हो गया? तबीयत खराब है क्या? Have you got some illness or what? You are sleeping late. But nowadays, if you wake up early, people will start questioning, why are you waking up early? Some problem hai kya? So now it has changed. You see, it has shifted.
Of course.
So that's how. Earlier in days, when you used to talk about spirituality, people used to admire that. But now you say you have gone mad.
मेरे ही घर में हो रहा है. मैं रोज ब्रह्म मुहूर्त पे उठ के कुछ नहा के सब पूजा कर रही हूँ. People are thinking I'm mad. You have
lost it.
I've lost it completely. They say, who gets up at 4:30, 4:45 like that? But
then you should see Suma ji, because every morning at 3 a.m. her message will be there.
Great.
So now, if this is craziness also,
it's okay.
If it is craziness and I'm happy in my craziness, I think this is better than to be sane and worried.
Very true.
मैं बहुत चालाक हूं, मुझे सब पता है, लेकिन मैं बहुत परेशानी में हूं। क्या फायदा इस चालाकी का, बताओ? सो आई एम हैप्पी इन माय मैडनेस।
Yeah, so am I. So thank
एंड
you. Thank you.
फाइनली, यस, इट्स पॉसिबल।
Great. Thank you. Pranam Guruji.
थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Revati ji. Janesh Shaji, please unmute yourself.
राम गुरुदेव।
प्रणाम जनेश जी।
बस ये सबसे पहले तो ये जो अभी अपना बात हुआ उसमें कुछ ऐड करना चाहूँगा। पूना में अभी रिसेंट पास में, मतलब करीबन 20-25 साल पहले उन्होंने समाधि ली। शंकर महाराज करके एक सिद्ध हो चुके थे। हो सकता है 30 साल हो गए रहेंगे, मुझे एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता। So he was sitting in Pune, and somebody reported from Japan that he has met him just now and had a meeting with him. Somebody reported from Germany that yes, I have met him and we had a chat and a satsang together. And he was sitting in Pune with the group of people.
That's
So,
absolutely possible, Janesh ji.
And another thing which is very unique, I have seen first time in his mutt. When people go to उनकी समाधि पे जाते हैं दर्शन करने के लिए, तो उनको प्रसाद की तरह सिगरेट दी जाती है, because he was a chain smoker.
जैसा भगवान वैसी पूजा।
So ये देख के कभी कभी अचंबा भी होता है और कभी कभी आश्चर्य भी होता है कि इट इज अ मैटर ऑफ परसेप्शन कि व्हाट इज गुड एंड व्हाट इज बैड, बट एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल एंड इट what we perceive as a bad also can be part of a goodness.
What is good, what is bad,
मुश्किल है।
except for a concept that I carry.
करेक्ट। अब मेरा प्रश्न।
हाँ जी।
गुरुजी, क्या ये जरूरी है या कुछ ऐसा होता है कि जब तुम साधना करने जाते हो या साधना कर रहे हो तो कोई न कोई विघ्न आना चाहिए या कोई न कोई तकलीफ आनी चाहिए ताकि तुम्हारे लिए चैलेंज का लेवल बढ़ते जाए?
ओके।
क्यों? क्योंकि आई एम गोइंग थ्रू अ मेजर लॉसेस. I don't know whether I should count that as a loss or not, but still it is a loss.
Okay.
I lost my father couple of months ago. Zero reason to go, but still went. And I lost my partner, my brother of last 20 years, 4 days ago. And in my father, there was a nimitt of doctor saying that it is a COVID complication. Here, my brother, he was walking in the morning and suddenly he became unconscious, taken to the hospital. Then he was normal, and after 3 days, gone.
Okay.
Now, I am unable to come to the terms of multiple losses.
Okay.
Why? Because it causes, it has created 3 statements in my mind. And the first statement was, it is very easy to die, but it is very difficult to live. Second, life is very fragile. And the third and most important was कि अगर मृत्यु को निमित्त से आना है तो by end of the day I should put a full stop and I should not plan this. But why I end up doing it? Because we as a people, lack courage to live in today. And that is why we always realize, we always, within our mind, we always create tomorrow, 1 month, 1 year, so that our today's courageousness or valor is less required. So is this the case? And why it is happening with me? क्या मेरी साधना में गलती है या साधना का ये मार्ग में ऐसा हो सकता है?
Okay. So I'll have quite different approaches towards that. But let's take up.
Okay.
The persons who died,
Hmm.
they are somehow related to you, right?
Yes.
They are only related to you, or there are other people also for whom they are related to?
Other people also.
They are all in sadhana?
No.
Are you sure?
Um,
Then why they
At
are
least-
lost?
no idea.
Huh.
But
Can you see, Janesh ji, we always try to find a reason. If that was the
खिलौनों की
reason,
दुकान.
if that was the reason, if we are doing a sadhana, only and only a person related to you should have gone. But they are not only related to you, they are related to many people, right?
Hmm.
Then why are they going through that sorrow?
Hmm.
Are they doing any wrong sadhanas? Or are they not doing
No.
sadhana? That's why because they are losing people. Can you answer that?
No.
It cannot
I have
be
no
answered.
answer.
So that itself kills the question.
Correct.
Now, but let us not stop there. I said now we'll go through multiple ways. So first of all, we have to cut that down. Because this is
Yes.
not only a question with you, this might be a question with many people.
True.
You see, whenever anything wrong happens, we first of all find out or put a question on what we are doing. But obviously think of, is it just I am in loss or other people are also in loss? If other people are also in loss, are they also doing the sadhana? No, right? At least. But here, at least you have one more option. What is the option? The option is, at least you can come and ask me.
True.
But they don't. So who is at a better place to come out of this situation? You or they? You.
I.
So that means your sadhana, instead of putting you down, is ready to help you out.
True.
Right. Now the other thing. What made you feel the loss? What was the reason for your sorrow? Is it death of your loved ones?
Yes.
Yes. But you know, let me give a statement to everyone. Death has never created any sorrow to anyone. मृत्यु किसी को भी दुख नहीं देती. अप्रूव करता हूं. Let me prove what I said. Death has never given pain to anyone. Then you say, like, people are crying. I say, okay, let's see. We are sitting here speaking, attending question and answer sessions. If you switch on your TV right now or pick up a newspaper from your home, read how many people have died in the past 24 hours.
True.
Died, right?
Yes.
But you might be sitting, reading a newspaper, sipping on a cup of coffee.
True.
Doesn't matter. But it is written that these many people died. So batao, death kab dukh diya hai?
When I'm attached, when I am related.
But if somebody of your home is even in the hospital, they have not died. They are just in the hospital. You started crying, what's happening? What is going to happen? What is going to happen? You panic. So is death a problem? Your attachment is the problem. One person, 2%, 3% in my life died in the past 3 months. And now I question. Why don't you question the attachment that you still have that is holding you back?
गुरुजी, इस वक्त जब ये इंसिडेंट हुआ तो मैं खुद देख रहा हूँ कि मेरे अंदर एक जनिश था जो रो रहा है, और मैं उसको देख रहा हूँ उस जनिश को कि ये रो रहा है। एक दूसरा जनिश था, वो बोल रहा है कि ठीक है, ये हो गया, अभी जो हो गया वो हो गया, अब लाइफ शुड गो ऑन। एक तीसरा जनिश है, वो बोल रहा है कि बट हाउ कैन अ लाइफ गो ऑन, क्योंकि देर इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल इकोलॉजी, अननेसेसरी डिस्टर्ब क्यों हुई। अब ये मल्टीपल जनिश को कैसे हैंडल करूं?
हाँ, so who wants to handle them?
जो
That
जनिश
must
देख
be,
रहा
there is
है।
a fourth one as well, right?
हाँ,
So why are you multiplying yourself?
अब वो दे कीप ऑन क्रॉपिंग अप।
You see, the problem is with the multiplication part. Decide who you are. Which part do you want to play? You want to play that role that the Janesh that is crying today, आज जो रो रहा है बैठ के, वो होना चाहते हो? बन जाओ. Can you
नो, आई
become that
वांट
or
टू।
not?
नो,
Can you become that or not, Janesh ji? The
आई
crying
कैन।
Janesh. You can
यस,
become that.
या,
Now you can also become who is questioning, हाँ सब ठीक है ना, क्यों रो रहे हो? You can become that Janesh also. And then another would be in a logical mind thinking, ऐसा क्यों हुआ, ऐसा क्यों नहीं हुआ? You can be that also.
यस।
Or you can be the fourth one who is actually looking and not seeing himself, who is not attached with any of these three.
वो नहीं मिल रहा है ना।
Who is that then?
वो-
जिसे कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता.
वहां कैसे बैठू?
वहां कैसे बैठोगे? बहुत अच्छा है, अभी बताता हूं आपको. Which all cars you have sat, Janesh ji, you have traveled?
ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एक्सेप्ट Lamborghini and Ferrari.
Very good. So except Lamborghini and Ferrari, you have traveled in every car. Which was the least car? Nano?
Yes.
Okay. So you are a well-traveled person then. Okay. So let's say you are sitting and traveling in a Maruti. Let's say Varna, sedan, right?
Yes.
You are sitting in that and you are driving. And next day, you got another, a much better one, might be a Mercedes. You are sitting in that and driving. Third day, a Audi. Fourth day, a Jaguar. Fifth day, I
Porsche.
don't know, Hummer, Porsche, Lamborghini. Now you just look at this. When you are sitting inside these cars and driving, do you really feel any difference in those cars when you are inside?
None.
Think of this again. मैं सबको वही पूछना चाहता हूँ. जब आप गाड़ियों के अंदर बैठते हो, क्या आपको कोई फर्क पता चलता है? Do you really realize? No, right?
बाहर से हाँ, दरवाजा खोल के अंदर बैठ गया, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं.
लेकिन जो बाहर है,
हाँ,
वो बोलेंगे वाह, today he came in a Lamborghini, yesterday he was in a Peugeot, tomorrow he is going to come in this, that, right? अंदर वाले को कुछ फर्क पड़ा? आप अंदर वाले हो कि बाहर वाले हो?
अंदर वाला.
जो अंदर है उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. जो बाहर है उसी को फर्क पड़ता है. You see, you get the pain and problems in the body and mind only. These are the outsiders. But you check. What happened to you? कुछ हुआ है आपको?
नहीं.
फिर तो अंदर वाले हो तो अंदर वाला बन के बैठो. It should not be having any impact on you. And literally in this moment, if you look at yourself, what I was thinking in that moment, I don't say don't do sorrow, don't mourn or anything. See, that's a part of the game that you play. But does it really affect you as to who you are?
No.
And if it doesn't affect you, even don't question why this is happening to me. The moment you say why this is happening to me means you have come down. आप बाहर वाले
समझ
बन
गया।
गए।
समझ गया।
You have taken, you have become something else that you are not, and that's why you are in pain. हमेशा आप जो नहीं हो वो अगर बन के लोगों को दिखाने की कोशिश करोगे तो हमेशा एक्टिंग करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन जो आप हो उसके लिए कोई एक्टिंग की जरूरत नहीं है। और आपने बहुत अच्छी एक्टिंग की जनेश जी, बहुत ही अच्छी एक्टिंग की आपने। पता नहीं पिछले कितने दिनों से एक्टिंग कर रहे हो कि कितना दुखी हूं मैं, कितना परेशानी में हूं मैं, कितना छीन लिया गया है मुझसे। एक्टिंग ही कर रहे थे ना। यहाँ
बात
पर्दा
तो
गिर
सही है
जाता है।
गुरु जी, बात तो सही है गुरु जी, लेकिन
दिनेश जी,
जो जो
जो
एक्ट कर रहा था वो भी इन्वॉल्व होके कर रहा था।
वही तो, लेकिन पावर क्या किसने दिया उसे? हु गेव इट द पावर टू डू दैट एक्टिंग? यू ऑल्सो बिकेम ए चाइल्ड विद द चाइल्ड।
यस।
Why do you forget who you are? All your attitude will change within a moment if you realize that part. And what am I talking? Like I am talking about other people. Tomorrow this body will fall. What's going to change?
ट्रू।
तो क्या आपकी साधना के वजह से आपका शरीर गिरेगा? क्या आपके साधना के वजह से तकलीफें आएंगी? क्या आपके साधना, हेलो जनेश जी, जो साधना करते हैं नहीं करते, रोड पे गए तो उनके लिए ट्रैफिक लाइट्स मिलते ही हैं। Rather, the people, those who are into sadhana, they will not get irritated by seeing that red light. Rather, the people, those who are not doing that, by looking at that red light, अरे क्यों बार बार लार हो रहा है? And which sadhana do you need to do? कर कौन रहा है? साधना आप कर रहे हो या आपका तन और मन को साधना करवा रहे हो? साधना आपको कुछ नहीं है, आपका मन और आपका तन आपको साध रहा है। Are you understanding that?
Yes.
So, परीक्षा ली जाती है, टेस्ट आर टेकन, राइट?
बिल्कुल।
टेस्ट उनके लिए तकलीफ देता है जिसने नहीं पढ़ाई की, और हम रोज पढ़ते हैं। देखो 70 टाइम आ गए आपके सामने उत्तर देने के लिए। या कम 70th टाइम टू इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू टू गिव द एग्जाम, बिकॉज हमें डर नहीं है। जनेश जी एक बात याद रखना, बहुत ही सुंदर एक चीज कहने जा रहा हूं, शायद इसके बाद सब कुछ बदल जाए सबके लिए। सब हनुमान को जानते हो ना? हनुमान, यू ऑल नो, राइट? ओके। प्रणीत वो नहीं जो आपके घर में काम करता है। वो हनुमान का बात कर रहा हूं जो यू हैव सीन हिम, राइट? ओके। कितने लोग हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ते हो? ओके। अगर पढ़े भी नहीं हो तो एक सेंटेंस आपको पक्का याद होगा, अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। ये है ना, अतुलित बल धामा। अतुलित बल धामा का मतलब क्या होता है जनेश जी?
जिसका बल
की तुलना नहीं की जा सकती,
तुलना नहीं की सकती,
whose strength cannot be measured,
मेजर,
राइट? अतुलित बल धामा। एक बार ऐसा होता है, ये उस समय की कथा है जब सीता को ठाव करने के लिए कौन जाएगा इसके बारे में चिंता की जा रही थी। तो सबके पोर्टफोलियोज मंगाए गए। आता है ना कि लेट्स से इफ यू आर इन ए एमएनसी, सो हु इज गोइंग टू गो फॉर अब्रॉड सर्विसेज, उनके पोर्टफोलियोज मंगाए जाते हैं ना, तो वो भी अब्रॉड सर्विस ही था ना। हाँ, सो वैसे ही पोर्टफोलियोज मंगाए गए और सबके पोर्टफोलियोज में देखा गया कि कौन कितना दूर छलांग मार सकता है, हु कैन जंप हाउ मच, एंड व्हाट ऑल अदर द पावर्स दैट अदर पीपल हैव। ठीक है, ये समय में क्या होता है, when everybody is brought and they are told, okay, now you tell about yourself. इंटरव्यूज होते कि नहीं होते? अब इतना बड़ा कार्य के लिए भेज रहे हैं तो इंटरव्यू तो होना चाहिए. खड़े हो गए, एक से एक आए, सब अपने अपने विख्यात अपने ताकत के बारे में बात करने लगे. एवरीबडी केम बट हनुमान डिडंट. हनुमान आए नहीं. अब सब बोल रहे, सब आके चले गए, हनुमान क्यों नहीं आ रहा? हनुमान कहता है कि क्योंकि मेरा कुछ है ही नहीं. अरे तुमको तो अतुलित बल धामा कहा जाता है. व्हाट आर यू सेइंग यू डोंट हैव पावर्स? हनुमान कहे भाई मुझे उसमें मत लाओ, लेट मी अलोन वेयर आई एम. तब जाम्बवन आते हैं, बोलते हैं ये ऐसे नहीं बोलेगा. जाम्बवन कहते हैं राम का काम करने के लिए किसमें शक्ति है? कौन उठेगा सबसे पहले?
हनुमान.
हनुमान उठेगा. उठ गया, बोला जाने के लिए तो मैं अभी जाऊं, सीता को लेके आओ. रावण को बोले तो उसको भी उठा के लेके आओ. रावण को क्या, पूरा का पूरा वो पर्वत ही उठा लाऊं जिसमें रावण घर घर बैठा है. तो अब दूसरे पकड़ लिया, हाँ तो यही शक्ति के बारे में बात कर रहे थे ना, वो मेरी शक्ति नहीं है. फिर बोले आप लोग मुझे अतुलित बल धामा कहते हैं ना. बोला हाँ. बोला अतुलित बल राम का, मैं तो धाम हूं. क्या हूं? अतुलित बल धामा. आपको लगता है कि उसके पास सारे शक्तियां, वो कहता है मेरे पास शक्तियां नहीं है, मैं धाम हूं जिस धाम में राम बैठता है. अतुलित शक्ति उसकी है, ये बस धाम है जहां पे रहता है. बस जस्ट लाइक दिस. आपका घर में आप बैठे हो, आपके घर के अंदर इतने सारे चीजें रखी हुई है. विल एवर द हाउस से दैट दिस इज माइन, ये टेबल मेरा है? नहीं, क्योंकि उसको पता है कि मैं तो घर हूं, मैं तो बस जगह बना रखा हूं, शक्ति किसी और की है. जिस दिन आप भी यही जान लोगे कि ये तो शरीर आपने बना रखा है, जो आप अपने आप को मानते हो, उसके पीछे शक्ति किसकी है? शायद ये शरीर एक धाम है जिसमें राम बैठा है, लेकिन आप राम को नहीं देख रहे हो, आप धाम को देख रहे हो. और अगर राम को जान लिए तो धाम अपने आप आएगा. और धाम हमेशा किसकी सेवा के लिए लगा रहता है?
राम की.
तो शरीर किसके सेवा में लगा रहेगा?
मेरी.
हाँ, लेकिन यहाँ पे राम हनुमान की सेवा कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए दुखी पा रहे. जिसका काम उसे करने दो, आप राम बन के बैठो, हनुमान आपकी सेवा कर ही लेगा. माइंड को क्या कहा जाता है?
वही
मंकी. क्यों कहा जाता है? मरकत समाना. मन मेरा मरकत समाना. माई माइंड इज जस्ट लाइक ए मंकी. इफ योर माइंड इज लाइक ए मंकी, यू सिट लाइक राम ना. व्हाई आर यू जंपिंग विद द मंकी देन? तो याद रखिए, ये धाम में राम ही है, और राम कभी दुखी नहीं होता. और राम का एक बहुत अच्छा चीज, और एक बात याद आ गई. लाइक shall I take the other question?
प्लीज.
नहीं, आप अकेले कहने से नहीं होगा, राजन जी बोलेंगे तभी हम बोलेंगे. चलो बोले.
इस पे से एक दूसरा भी दृष्टांत याद आया इसके लिए.
आपने और एक है उसमें ना, तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना. तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना, मतलब हनुमान ने जाके जब विभीषण को सारे चीजें बताई, और तब कुछ दिनों के बाद विभीषण जब राम के पास आए, राम ने जैसे ही विभीषण को देखा, उन्होंने कुछ कहा. उन्होंने कहा आओ लंकेश. आओ लंकेश. लंकेश का मतलब क्या है? राजा, लंका का राजा. अब विभीषण सोच रहा है लेकिन मैं तो लंकेश नहीं हूं. राम को शायद गलतफहमी हुई. Ram might have not understood, he might have thought something else. Then Ram laughs and says, no, no, I know who you are. But if I have said that you are Lankesh, you will become Lankesh. अगर मैंने तुम्हें कहा है कि तू लंकेश बनेगा तो तू लंकेश बनेगा, और उसको टीका लगा देते हैं। तब किसी ने राम को पूछा कि अगर रावण आ गया तो क्या? अगर रावण भी आपके पास आ गया तो आप क्या करोगे? इसे तो लंकेश घोषणा कर दिया आपने। तो राम कहते, देख, पहली बात, वो तो आएगा नहीं, ये मुझे पक्का पता है। वो आएगा नहीं, ये मुझे पता है। लेकिन अगर आ भी गया तो मैं तुझे लंकेश बोल चुका हूं, मतलब तू लंका का ही राजा रहेगा। लेकिन अगर रावण आया तो उसे अयोध्या दे दूंगा। समझ में आया? अगर रावण भी आया तो तुझे अयोध्या दे दूंगा। ये होता है राम। इसलिए राम की पूजा करते हो आप। लेकिन ये सारे चीजों के बीच में हम अपने आप को भूल गए। वी हैव फॉरगॉटन दैट पार्ट। अब मैं हमेशा जनेश जी यही कहता हूं, मानो या ना मानो, तुम ही राम हो। लेकिन राम के भी अवतार अलग अलग है। अभी मैं अगर पूछूं कि लोग राम के बारे में सोचो, तो कोई बच्चा वाला राम देखेगा, ठुमक चलत राम कृष्ण। तो किसी को राम वो धनुधारी दिखेंगे, किसी को सीता के पास खड़े हुए दिखेंगे, किसी को वनवास में गए हुए राम दिखेंगे। मुझे सारे राम वैसे ही दिख रहे हैं, अलग अलग नामों में। कुछ राम तो लड़की बन के बैठे हैं। नारी का रूप भी धारण करके बैठते हो। मुझे राम दिखते हैं, आपको क्या दिखता है? आपको धाम दिखता है, मुझे राम दिखता है, यही फर्क है। अब बताओ क्या क्या लूज हुआ आपका?
ऐसे तो कुछ नहीं लूज हुआ।
अब बताता हूं क्या लूज हुआ और क्या गेन हुआ। मैंने जब कहा कि विभीषण जब आया तो राम ने उसके तिलक लगा के कहा, हे लंकेश, मैं वही आपको बताना चाहता हूं जनेश जी। अगर वो सारे चीजें नहीं हुई होती तो आज मैं आपको राम के बारे में ना बताता, ना आपको राम करार करता। In your losing of humans, you have a potential to become the divine. But who lost whom?
Nobody.
Test going on, Janesh ji? साधना गलत कर रहे हो शायद आप। अरे हंस रहे हो आप। You some time ago you were so serious about that.
क्योंकि एक महाभारत का दृष्टांत याद आया था, उस हिसाब से ये पूरी प्रश्नों की श्रृंखला चली थी। दृष्टांत ये था कि जब पांडव वनवास में थे, तब एक गांव के अंदर वो रात को रहते हैं। तो गांव वाले कहते हैं कि हमारे जहाँ हम लोग सवेरे जिस तालाब में नहाने वगैरह जाते हैं, वहां पे कोई एक ऐसी शक्ति है जो कभी कभी हमें नहीं नहाने देती। तो भीम कहता है, ऐसा कैसा, कोई भी शक्ति देंगी, चलो मैं देखता हूँ। युधिष्ठिर बोलता है, ऐसा नहीं होता है भीम, याद रखना, अगर तेरी नियत में नहीं है तो 1000 हाथी का बल हो भी तेरे को रोकेगा, चाहे तेरा कितना भी बल हो। भीम कहता है, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, मैं सवेरे जाके पहरा देता हूँ। सवेरे जाके पहरा देता है, दिन भर गांव वाले आते, नहाते, उनका कर्म करते, चले जाते। शाम को भीम आ जाता है, बोलता है, भैया मैं तो सवेरे से था, कोई आया नहीं, किसी ने किसी को रोका नहीं। युधिष्ठिर ने सिर्फ इतना पूछा, तू नहाया?
तुझे ही रोक दिया।
तो वो संदर्भ में ये सारी मेरे विचार की श्रृंखला शुरू हुई कि इम्पेडिमेंट ठीक है, इसमें मुझे पता है कि माय माइंड इज क्राइंग, आई नो देयर इज अ चेंज, एंड अगर जो बदलता नहीं है वो वक्त हो ही नहीं सकता, ये सारी चीज पता है। बट व्हेन इट कम्स in fast interval, I mean without too much of time gap, तो मैं इस सोच पे मजबूर हो गया कि वो कौन सा बल है जो मुझे वो क्या बोलते हैं, वहां पे स्मूथली बैठने से डिस्टर्ब ला रहा है। कोई तो ऐसा बल है कि जो मुझे डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है, तो क्यों कर रहा है?
तो अगर कोई बल आपको डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है, तो आप ही ने वो संदर्भ में कहा, भीम को किसने रोका था?
पता नहीं, नियति की हजाराती की
भीम को भीम ने ही रोका था, क्योंकि भीम को लगा मैं आज पहरा देने वाला हूं, देखता हूं कि कौन रोकता है नहाने के लिए।
करेक्ट।
आपको
मैंने अभी
देखता हूं कि भगवान आता कैसा है मेरे अंदर।
सही है।
चलो जनेश जी, बट रिमेंबर, whenever these kind of situations happen, these are wake up calls. जनेश जी, जब सारी माया त्याग के आप कहते हो कि मुझे वापस नहीं आना है, तो इसका मतलब रस्सियां तो कटेंगी, लेकिन जब रस्सी कटती है तब आप चिल्लाने लगते। तैयार हो?
थोड़ा संभल संभल के कटे तो अच्छा है ना, इसके लिए और कुछ नहीं। कटेगी तो सही।
बहुत संभाल के काट रहे, इसीलिए तो इतने साल तो थे। देख रहे हो? फिर भी इसका मतलब तैयारी बाकी है।
हाँ,
हाँ,
सही में बाकी है।
चलो तो तैयारी करो फिर।
और जोर लगाना पड़ेगा बस।
जोर लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, जोर फिर लगाओगे फिर नहीं। जोर कौन लगाएगा? आपको नहीं लगाना है। आपको जोर लगा रहे हो इसीलिए तो परेशानी है, नहीं लगाना है। जाने वाला चला गया, आप उसको खींच के पकड़ के रखने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। जोर कौन लगा रहा है? छोड़ दो, बैठो। वो भी खुश, हम भी खुश। ठीक है जनेश जी?
ठीक है,
Thank you.
धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Janesh ji.
प्रणाम गुरु।
So let us go to the next question of Jyoti ji.
Yeah, Gyan Jyoti ji, please unmute yourself.
Then I will come back to Deepika ji as well. Okay.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Jyoti ji.
This is my first session.
Thank you for being here.
Join me. Thank you, Auntie. I'm granddaughter of Darga Swamiji and Natal Papa devotee also.
Okay, great.
Saraji Auntie told about yourself, and he suggested me to join there.
Okay. So do you have any questions? Because we are in a question and answer session today.
Yes. Actually, I'm doing meditation regularly, but somehow I'm not getting concentration. I'm thinking too much. I'm not
Okay.
getting concentration.
So you want to meditate or you want to concentrate?
First, I want to concentrate, then I will.
Then you want to meditate. Very good. So that's the right way actually. So why are you not able to concentrate?
So many thoughts coming in my mind about my future life partner. I want to go in spiritual path. I'm thinking about that
Jyoti ji,
life partner.
the people, those who travel in spirituality, they don't think about the life partners because they have already chosen God as their life partners.
Yes,
So whatever is coming in a physical form is another thing.
Yes.
But let me.
But
Okay.
I don't know why I'm thinking like that.
Okay, no issues. So let's say, shall we play a small game now? Jyoti ji, ready?
Yeah, Guruji. Okay.
Pakka. And you will give your 100% in the game now.
Okay, let's try.
And you will not run away.
Okay.
Very good. So for how long you have been trying to meditate?
2 years.
2 years. Let us help you in 2 minutes then. Because you have worked for 2 years, you must have done something, right? 2 years you sitting and
Yes,
not
yes.
doing anything is not done. That means you have not done it. So let's see what you have done in the past 2 years. So you
Okay.
you say like there are a lot of thoughts that disturb you, right?
Yes.
Very good. So the game is, let's say if you can bring some thoughts to your thoughts, if you can think anything right now when I say, are you ready?
I'm not understanding. Guruji.
Okay. So you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, right?
Yes, yes.
So the game that
Previously, I don't have present.
present, you
Some
have
of
thoughts?
the days.
Okay.
Present.
But now we will do one thing. Let us see if you can bring any thoughts. If you, and even if you try to bring the thoughts.
Huh.
The game is to bring thoughts now. Okay.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Can you see your thoughts?
I'm not seeing my thoughts. But
No, hold on. Don't, that's what I said. No, don't run away. Close your eyes, be there.
okay.
But you can feel your thoughts.
No.
Wait, bring thoughts then. The thoughts that trouble you, bring them. Think about the life partner, think about what's going to happen, think how life is going to be in the next years coming. Are you able to think that?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Hold there. Now bring that thoughts. Bring all those thoughts together. Okay, ready?
Okay, Guruji. Ready.
Hold on to the thoughts. I'm just going to make a sound, okay? And let's see after that if you have your thoughts with you or not. Hold. All thoughts ready?
Yes.
Now what is happening to your thoughts?
Nothing. Before I have some thoughts. Present, I don't have any thoughts.
My God. So are your thoughts going away from you?
Yes.
Try to bring them.
It will not coming into my thoughts.
Try.
Present, I'm feeling peacefully.
No, try to bring the thoughts. Bring them, all the thoughts. Are they coming? Can you see they are bouncing
No.
away?
Yes.
So sit quietly for some time now. How do you feel? And who is
I'm
that who
not
is
getting any thoughts, Guruji. I'm trying to bring the thoughts, but I'm not getting any.
you won't? But what is the feeling
Yes, I
right now
know.
in you? How are you feeling? Why are you laughing then?
Feeling happy. Yes, I'm
Try
feeling
to
very
stop that
happy.
smile now then.
Okay.
Stop that smile. Don't smile, okay? And let's see how long you can stop your smile. I said stop smiling, not on your face. I said stop smiling within. 2 minutes over. Jyoti ji, slowly open your eyes. Just take a deep breath and relax. Relax it. Take a breath through your nose and relax it through your mouth. Do it now.
Yes, Guruji. Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel very happy. I don't get any thoughts. I'm even trying, but I don't get any.
Oh my
I don't know
God,
why.
for 2 years you have been trying. You want to do like this? You want to meditate
Yes.
in this way? Pakka?
Yes. Yes.
Sure, try tomorrow
Yes.
then in the morning.
Okay, Guruji.
Okay? And you see, whenever your
Okay.
thoughts will come, you will find somebody standing by your side in a yellow ochre color shirt and a green towel on his side and waiting at your thoughts. Whichever thought comes, it will hit it and you will meditate. So
Okay, Guruji.
taking care of the thoughts is somebody else's work. You meditate.
Okay, Guruji.
Happy?
Happy.
Are you silent within? Now, throughout the night, you are going to smile today, so don't worry.
Okay, Guruji.
Chalo. So, Jyoti ji, what you have not been doing in 2 years, we just said 2 minutes time de do kar lenge. So, we did that. So, that's how it is. It is easy. So, don't worry. And whatever you are worrying about, you will find a way for that. So, nothing to be worried about. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I've not been doing this
Thank you, Guruji.
for a long time. Thank you, Jyoti ji.
Thank you, Jyoti ji.
Thank you.
Deepika Garu, please unmute yourself.
Pranam Mahadev.
Oh, same color.
Yes, Mahadev.
So I can see many of you are there in the same colors today. Usha ji ने चेयर का रंग ही वही कर दिया है. चलो दीपिका जी. So what's
Mahadev, actually,
your question?
I have 2 questions. I was actually listening to your UK session and you were initiating them on Batuk Bhairav mantra and you were explaining the significance about 108 and all. Actually, the mala that I have, it has only 106 beads and 1 meru. So is it still okay to continue doing on that? I make sure I repeat 2 times because I know there are less. So that's how I have been doing from the beginning. But
no problem. But the only thing is better not to do in that.
Okay. I didn't know this, Mahadev. Like when it was sent to me, it was already like that.
So at times it happens in that way. So the only thing is because if it has to create that kind of impact, it should be that way. It has been designed that way, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry.
So
if that has not happened, if you have been doing it on your fingers counts, that's good.
Okay. So you want me to stop
one.
using that mala?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can wear it. You get a new one then.
Okay, Mahadev. I'll get a new one.
Okay.
And one more question is that for us here in US, the timings keep changing because of the daylight. The days
savings,
are
yes.
broader in summer, like they are very long in summer. So it's like early sunrise and very late sunset. Based on that, the timings change. And so now, how does the Brahma Muhurat get fixed? Because
Brahma Muhurat fixed? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a war between human and gods. One fine day, Americans decided we will fight with God and change the time. 1 hour. On this particular day, we will at night 12 o'clock, everybody is awake and everybody change their clock back to 1 hour. You should be gods.
Thing
No?
is, so the 340 time is actually the 240 time. So, but in the previous session, you told like you're not supposed to meditate at those timings.
Which sunrise are you considering? Are you considering the sunrise of the place where you are, or you are considering the sunrise of India?
No, the sunrise of the place where we are.
Where you are. Humans can change their timings, but sun has its own way to come and go. So
Yeah,
now
they have changed the time based on the sun only, Mahadev.
Yes.
So
now if you are calculating when is the sun appearing now in the early mornings for you at your place, when is
it
the
is at
sunrise?
6:40,
6?
6:45, like that. 6:45.
6:45. So 1 hour previous to that?
Yeah.
5:45. 45 minutes beyond. So it is still 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Brahma Murti is 1 hour 45 minutes, not 3 hours.
Okay. But why is the emphasis on it? I mean, like,
Why is the
why
emphasis
people
on it?
are emphasis on waking up at 3 o'clock? Like,
No,
even in India, the sunrise is not at 4:30 or 5. Then
see, there are different kind of sadhanas that we do, right? I didn't said you should wake up at 3 o'clock to everyone.
Okay, Mahadev.
Right? But certainly there are some processes that requires that kind of energy which is available at that time. Have you heard somebody they say if you early morning you go and sit in the early morning sun, then you get the vitamin D and all those stuff?
Yes.
So why don't you sit in the afternoon then, if it is the same sun? Because in the early morning hours, the sun has a particular variety of ray that is passing through a certain region that gives you that vitamin D. But the afternoon sun won't give you that. How is it so that the same sun is giving you vitamin D in the morning, but in the afternoon not giving you that? Similarly, every time that has been defined has a certain kind of energy available to that. And what kind of sadhana you are doing, it depends. When it depends, and if you are waking up before the Brahma Muhurta, what is the reason? The reason behind waking up is, if you wake up in the early morning hours, very simple way. I'm not talking any spirituality or anything. If you are waking before the sun rises, right? How many people wake up before sunrise? In your house, I'm not talking about you or your surroundings. Very less, right? And let's say if you woke up in the early morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and you completed all your regular activities, don't you get more time in the day to do other works? The first and foremost thing, you get more waking hours. Just like in US, you change to daylight savings so that you use that more hour in a much more productive way, right? So if you're waking up early in the morning hours also, you already are having an excess of 3 hours in your hands. Let's say a person who wakes up at 5 and a person who wakes up at 7, he still has a 2 hours off to do something else. So one way you become more productive. It's easy. Second, no disturbance or low disturbance. 2, can you tell me why birds wake up early in the morning?
I don't know how this.
Because they are excited. They're excited to wake up. But you see, if you go into a nature, if you go into a natural places, let's say you are in a forest or you are near a hill, or how many of you have noticed that you obviously wake up early in the morning without any alarm clock? What is the reason? The more and more you are connected to the nature, the lesser and lesser you need to sleep. Sleep is not required. It is rest that is required to the body. If you have rested well, 2 hours is enough. How many times it has happened, Deepika ji? Like, let's say there was a marriage function in your house. You didn't slept throughout the night, but still you are worried. Like you are working throughout the day again. And the next day also you are fit and fine. But the moment the work is done, the sound is gone. Then you search somewhere where to fall now. So sleep is not required. It is rest. But when you are associated with nature, have you seen a lazy bird?
No.
Why they are not lazy? Because they don't sleep on a cozy bed. We sleep in a cozy bed. That's why we become lazy. The only reason when they are not sleeping in that cozy bed, whatever they are sleeping, they're not turning, twisting around. Now, what is more important is when you are connected to nature. That's what I'm speaking. Early morning hours, there are so much of benefits for you. And a very funny thing that I have already shared with you some time ago. You remember the STD PCO times where people used to go in a line and stand, especially on Republic Day, there was discounted prices. And then you stand in the queue and lo and behold, you have some urgency to call, but somehow a boy got inside that and calling her girlfriend. And you're waiting outside. Gone your case. You keep on knocking. He said, wait. Happened to anyone? हमारे साथ बहुत बार हुआ है. So what happens is, I remember I told this story earlier also. One fine day, I was working in an eye hospital at that time. So I traveled into a deep village. There was only one STD PCO booth. In the night, I went to call someone to inform something. I kept on trying in the night. And the only message that was coming back was, इस लाइन की सारी लाइनें व्यस्त हैं. The connection that you are trying to give is already busy. Busy tone aata hai na. So I kept on trying because I had an important message to pass on, and the STD person who was sitting there, he understood something. He said, why are you so worried? I said, no, I have some important message to pass on, but it is ringing like sari line vyast hai. All lines are busy. He said, don't worry, sir, you can come in the early morning. I said, but I have to give a message to someone who will go away in the early morning by 6:30. He says, still okay. I stay here. I can open the shop for you at 5. So don't worry, you can come at 5 also. I said, then that is good. So I went by 5 and thank God he was also awake, and he gave me and he said, try now. One ring. Only one ring and it got connected. Deepika ji, in the night the lines were busy, but in the early morning the lines are clear. एक ही बार में लग जाता है. तो वैसे ही दिन भर जब थके हारे आते हैं हम, like we are busy throughout the day. We are just like the same connection. We are so busy throughout the day that we are not able to connect to God, and we say lines are busy. But when you are well rested throughout the night, you had a good night's sleep, and you wake up in the early morning hours, your mind is calm, quiet, connection जल्दी लगता है, क्योंकि लाइनें व्यस्त नहीं होती. So early morning when you wake up, you don't have disturbances, then your connectivity is fine. It's easy. And early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Then I asked, what about then females? They said they're already wise. I said, good. So that means we are fools. We need to go to bed early. But there are many things about waking up early, Deepika ji. But I just want to pass on in a such simple way. Brahma Muhurt, if you wake up in that time, the kind of aura that you have, because nature is revitalized, it has revitalized itself. It is ready to welcome you. When the nature is ready to welcome you with open hands, shall we be ready to walk into it or not? But no, we say, you wait, I will sleep today. And some amazing people are there. Sandhya ji, I told one thing to Iman. I said, early to bed, early to rise. He said, okay, all that is fine. But the sun goes to bed earlier than me. So he should rise early. I go a bit late, so I should wake up late. That fellow in the evening, he goes to sleep and you tell me to read at that time, to do my homework and study. So I'm going at least 3 hours late than him. So I should also wake up. They have their own logic.
So ideally it is 1.5 hours, Mahadev, like before sunrise.
Which one?
Ideally. The Brahma Muhurt is 1.5 hours before sunrise.
Yeah, that's 1 hour 45 minutes is what we calculate. But if you are able to rise at 3 o'clock, it's not about literally rising at 3 o'clock. You have to find your own time. You see, many of you might have observed it in the night. You wake up. Before waking up in the morning, once you wake up in the night.
Yes, and we are wide awake at the time.
It's not like just opening your eyes and sleeping back. No, in that moment, you actually open your eyes and you take control of everything and again go back to sleep. Have you noticed that?
It happens with me every day, Mahadev.
Every day. And at times for some people, it is like it is a nature call. At the same time, they will feel like going to the washroom. Right? One thing that you have to search here is, what is that call going to the washroom is called? There is another word for that. Pranit, kya kehte hain use? Nature call, right? Why it has been named as nature call? People have given it a name, they don't know why. I'll tell you why. If you are getting out of your sleep at a particular time, that means somebody wants you to wake up at that time.
Mahadev, but it happens for me at 2 o'clock.
Exactly.
But you said it's not correct. So
do one thing. When you wake up at 2 o'clock, do one thing very simply. Just sit down for 10 minutes of meditation.
Mahadev, you said not to meditate at that time,
now
right?
I am saying to meditate.
Okay, sure.
I said, when your nature calls you, you should be ready to sit there.
Okay.
And if you sit there, encounters with the Supreme will begin. Now, can you see like what Alibaji is going through? She is encountering.
Yes.
So similarly, every one of us, for some it would be 3, for some it is 303, for some too it will be 255. Kamlender ji, inka 255 ka ghadi laga hua hai. So everybody has a time frame to wake up. And if you are waking up, utilize that time for just 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. That's it. Deepika ji, I'll tell you what you should do. If you are waking up, even you are not able to meditate, put on a nice bhajan, listen to that, and you will feel that ecstatic feeling like never before.
Okay.
Because at that time, throughout the day, you are trying to reach the divinity. At that time, the divine is trying to reach you.
Okay. Sure, Mahadev. I'll do that.
Try that and you see.
I have my own bhajan going on in my heart, but I'll try to do this now.
You will be mesmerized by the kind of experiences that you will have.
Okay, Mahadev, I'll do that.
Absolutely, Aparavaji. If you are awakening into that moment, that itself is an awakening moment. Just sit, don't do anything. Even if you don't meditate, put on a song and listen to it. It doesn't matter even if you are listening to a movie song. I will tell you, the divine will speak through that song to you, even through that music. Try. I am telling to everyone. I'm not just prescribing it to you only. You try, you will be amazed, and you will only come and next time and tell me the stories. Hey, this is what happened. I know.
Okay, Mahadev.
Okay, Deepika ji.
Mahadev, and one more thing actually. This is like during the meditation. Shall I ask it or? Actually, when I'm the Swarnakashan Bhairav job, when I do that, like the moment I start doing it, something actually, I think my body also gets now, okay, now this is my time. And it starts relaxing totally. And what happens is like, it feels like if I'm doing a free fall from somewhere onto earth and my body is floating in the air. And I feel very difficult to actually get out of that space and go to the next one. How do I deal with this, Mahadev? Because
how to deal with
for,
it? Wow. See,
Mahadev, one minute, Mahadev. I just want to complete my question because I need to change the mudra for the next one. So, is it still okay to continue keeping my hands like this for Siddha Mantra?
Why not? Who says no to that? See, Deepika ji, all these things, whatever we do, are designed to take you to a certain place. If your chanting of Om is taking you to that place, Om is enough. If Swarnakashan Bhairav mantra is taking to that place, that is enough.
Okay.
And if Siddha mantra is taking you to that place, that is enough.
Okay. For me, these two combination, Mahadev, like from the beginning, I have been doing those two together, like one after the other. And the transition time would be so difficult for me. I don't feel like opening my eyes. I don't want to change the posture, but then I think like, okay, because this is prescribed and this is the process. Many a times I forget the process and I just directly.
Amazing. So Deepika ji, I revert back the prescription. You can do the way you are doing it.
Okay, Mahadev.
Remember, you cannot meditate until you are a Buddha. And if you are a Buddha, you need not meditate.
Okay, Mahadev. This is what I had, how do I change from one to
any process that I give is not to bind you, to make you, but to make you free of anything. मेरे कोई भी प्रोसेस बंधन के लिए नहीं है, सब छुड़ाने के लिए है. लेकिन अगर उसमें से भी कोई चीज बंधन बन रहा है, ask me and we will find a pathway from that as well.
Okay, Mahadev. Like, I know that I'm grounded, I'm sitting on the ground, but I don't feel like if my body is on the ground. I feel like if I'm not the whole body though, but my hands, and like that's how I experience it. I'm not able to put it in words, and I don't want to get out of that. That's
why they are called as experiences that cannot be put in words. So go through those experiences.
Okay, Mahadev.
And you need not worry about everything. अरे मैं ऐसे बैठा हूँ, ऐसा होना चाहिए, नहीं होना चाहिए. No, allow the divinity to take over.
Okay.
Ultimately is all that. Giving away everything there. I'll let it handle.
Okay, Mahadev. Thank you for every experience or every time that you talk to me. Thank you for everything, Mahadev.
Thank you.
You're changing me from the core, actually. But still, at times, when I hear something or when I go through something, the very first few minutes, I still am not staying unaffected. Like, if I hear something, I get sad. I'm still not able to come out of that. But still I'm changing, I can realize that.
Very good. So
Thank you so much, Mahadev. And Harianna, thank you so much for making those UK sessions available on YouTube. I am a very lazy person. I'm not able to wake up at that time and listen and attend the session.
Thank you, Divya.
Thank you, Harianna.
Thank
Thank you so much.
I think just now Kamalendraji has raised his hand. Let me check.
he flew like Hanuman and again went back and sat down.
Yeah, Kamalendraji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव।
प्रणाम कमलेंद्र जी।
दरअसल एक चीज मैं आपसे पूछना चाह रहा था, जैसे आपने बोला कि मंत्र का मीनिंग नहीं जानना चाहिए, जो है मंत्र आप पढ़ करते रहो, लेकिन कई बार क्या होता है कि कोई चीज का मीनिंग जानने का एक अलग ही मजा आता है। अभी जैसे एक गाना था, नॉर्मली सुनते थे ठीक है, लेकिन जब उसको एक आध्यात्मिक तरीके से सुनना शुरू किया, उसका सुनने का एक मजा ही अलग आने लगा।
हाँ,
तो मतलब जब वो ऐसा लगता है कि जब उसकी मीनिंग समझ में आती तो अंदर से आत्मा उसको ग्रहण करना शुरू कर देती है।
Okay, Kamlender ji. So I will tell you two stories.
Yeah, please.
The first one, people say that you like the music when you are happy, but you understand the meaning when you are sad. गाना का म्यूजिक अच्छा लगता है जब खुश होते हो, लेकिन मीनिंग तब समझ में आता है जब दुखी हो जाते हो। तो इसलिए हम आपको दुखी नहीं करना चाहते, इसलिए हम उसका मीनिंग नहीं दे रहे। That's a different story. We don't want to make you unhappy, right? But there is another story that I would like to tell, Kamlender ji. There was one arduous student, एक बहुत ही जबरदस्त student था, and he has been doing the seva for the Guru and in the ashram for a long time. And then finally he said कि अब तो गुरु मंत्र दे दो, ठीक है? So Guru said, okay, fine, you have been doing good seva, so it's time for me to give you a Guru mantra, but let us decide a particular day because there are preparations. अब गुरु मंत्र देने का क्या क्या प्रिपरेशंस रहता है वो कितने लोगों को पता है वो अलग बात है. I don't want to go into that. ऐसा नहीं होता कि मतलब सब बैठे और मैंने पानी छिड़क दिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. गुरु मंत्र दीक्षा देने का बहुत सारे तैयारियां होती हैं. गुरु की भी तैयारी होती है और शिष्य की भी तैयारी होती है, लेकिन अगर गुरु शिष्य तैयार है तो 10 मिनट में हो जाए. Now, so he wanted to get the Guru Diksha and the teacher said, okay, fine, we will fix up a day, ek din. And the day was decided. And the student came and the Guru went and told in his ears, now I am going to give you the Pranav mantra and this is going to be your mantra. वैसे मंत्र कैसे धारण किया जाता है वो भी नहीं पता. But still the people, when he asked, like he said, okay, the mantra is the Pranav mantra for you and you have to chant Om. क्या गुरु मंत्र दिया गया? देखो एक ही बार मैंने सारे लोगों को दे दिया. No, this is not the way it works. It won't work that way. It like a word. It doesn't have any powers. इसका पावर कितना है जानते हैं कमलेंद्र जी? दिवाली का रॉकेट. It will fly a little high and then burst. Gone. It won't work. But if it has been designed as per your requirement, as per your Janma Tithi, as per your Devata, as per your Rishi and all those things, it can be done. So he was happy today. Oh, I got my mantra finally, Om. Then what he thought to himself is, now I am going to chant this over and over and over again. So whatever he said, he used to tell, Om Kamlender ji Om. Om Chandraprakash ji Khana now Om. So he wanted to chant that mantra in everything. So in the beginning there is a Om, in the ending there is a Om. But how many of you really know that who can use two Oms at the beginning, at the end? For some, it is only prescribed at the beginning. For some, it is only prescribed at the end. Everybody cannot put two ohms together in your chantings. It will not work well for you. So that's again another story. ये क्या करता था? हर एक चीज के आगे और पीछे ओम. तो अगर नाम भी लिया, ओम वाणी ओम, ओम सुधा ओम, एक नाम के आगे भी ओम, पीछे भी ओम. He continued, and the Guru said, now today you have to go and do bhiksha. He goes to a house. On his way, one person is going with a lota in his hand, carrying water, and he's chanting Om, 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 going on. He thinks, oh, he must be a student of my Guru as well.
Oh.
Same mantra.
Sahi.
He goes to somebody's house for procuring foods, and he was standing at the gates. The lady comes with a mala in her hand to give some food. Om, 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 Om. She also? Student? Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, wherever he is going on that day, everybody is chanting Om. Somebody is singing a song, Om. Finally, he is getting frustrated. What kind of mantra my Guru has given that everybody is chanting? It is a so common mantra he has given. Finally, he runs away into a field to sit down quietly and calm his mind. And at that time, the farmer is singing Om. Hey, what is this? He goes back to the Guru again. He says, "Kaisa mantra diya aapne? What kind of mantra is this? It's a so common mantra that you have given. You should have given me some better one." Similarly, Kamlinder ji, because he made it so common, that mantra will never work for it. And in your understanding of the mantra, you will make it so common that it will not work for you. एक चीज समझ लो कमलिंदर जी. A very specific incident came into mind. Whatever is said, you follow that, right?
Absolutely.
But there are variety of people that we meet. There was one person. I remember it. It such happened that there was a person who was having some function at his home. And some amazing big people were called up. One person who was a very well-known person of that area, he also came. And this person who arranged everything was taking care of everyone very well. But kuch log hote hi hai. Some are some like. So when he was called upon to the stage, he started saying, no satkar, nothing, you have not done anything for us. No coffee, no tea. Now this person is it, but you have been drinking coffee since you came. Now why are you saying that you are not been taken care of? इसको भी बुरा लगा. ये भी कुछ था. He was also someone in the town. So he was thinking like, why are you saying like this? Then at that time, a school teacher of this person was sitting there. The person who has arranged all these things, his school teacher was there. The school teacher said, "Hey, come here, calm down, calm down. Why are you just shouting at him? You don't know that." What do you call that? In India, we say as, जो आपके घर आया वो देवता ही है ना. देवो भव. Atiti Devo Bhava. So Atiti Devo Bhava, he said all that is okay, but sir, क्या कहा? But sir, look at him how he is reacting. Then the teacher came near him and put his hand on that kid and said only one thing. एक sentence सुनिए सब कुछ बदल जाएगा. He only said one thing. You know what he said? Kept his hand on the student and said, "But and sir together." हाँ, किंतु परंतु सर,
दोनों।
या तो सर रहेगा या तो किंतु परंतु रहेगा। अगर सर ने कह दिया तो कह दिया है। नो बट सर, हाउ कैन इट बी? या तो तुमने सर नहीं माना। दोनों रह सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं।
उसी प्रकार अगर हमने कह दिया
नहीं, वो तो सही है।
देयर इज नो बट, देयर इज नो
नहीं,
आइदर एंड देयर, और
हाँ,
दैट
वहाँ,
नो इज देयर और द
वहाँ,
बट इज
हाँ, उसमें कोई शक वो नहीं है।
देयर।
सिर्फ एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि जब हम उच्चारण कर रहे हैं ना किसी मंत्र को, तो एक रूखापन सा चलता है उसमें, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ उच्चारण कर रहे हैं बस।
बस तो अब सुनिए, उसके बारे में और एक बताना चाहूंगा।
उसमें क्या है कि वो एक जैसे अंदर से एक कुछ एक वो होती है, उसमें एक अंदर से आत्मा जैसे उच्चारण कर रही है, वो एक अलग वो आ जाता है। यहाँ से ऐसे कई बार ऐसा महसूस होता है सिर्फ बॉडी है, उसको उच्चारण करना है।
इसीलिए उच्चारण बॉडी को ही करने दीजिए। देवता तो आप हो, जिसे जगाने की कोशिश वो कर रहा है। और जो उच्चारण कर रहे हो आप, इसमें भाव नहीं आ रहे, आप कह रहे हो ना,
हाँ बस।
तो उसको उच्चारण बंद कर दो। वो बोलो जो आपको भाव लाता है। क्योंकि पूजा में ये कहा गया कि भगवान ये नहीं कहता कि मुझे सारे फल पुष्प सोना चढ़ाओ ना। वो कहता है अगर तू पुष्प भी लाके पानी भी चढ़ाता है तो भी मैं खुश हूं। क्यों? क्योंकि तू वो खुशी से चढ़ा रहा है। बट द अंडरस्टैंडिंग हियर इज इन हुज हैप्पीनेस इज द हैप्पीनेस ऑफ द गॉड। वो कहते हैं कि तेरे सामर्थ्य के हिसाब से तू खुश होके जो दे रहा है उसी में मेरी खुशी है। वो नहीं कह रहा है कि तू मुझे खुश कर। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग कमलेंद्र जी?
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल।
सो start doing something that makes you happy, and ultimately you will find in your happiness the divine is smiling.
बिल्कुल।
अगर मैं भूखा हूं और मुझे दर्द हो रहा है, मैं पूजा नहीं कर सकता।
बिल्कुल सही है, हकीकत है।
तो भगवान क्या जताना चाहता है कि तेरा पेट खाली है ना, तो तू मुझे प्रसाद नहीं चढ़ा सकता, क्योंकि मुझे चढ़ाने से पहले तू खा लिया है। You have already eaten that what you are going to give to me.
सही बात है।
तो मंत्र अगर मैकेनिकल है, मैकेनिकल करने का रीजन यह है, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द वाइब्रेशनल चेंजेस दैट इट हैज टू ब्रिंग इन दिस बॉडी एंड द माइंड। बट आपका सब होने के बाद अगर 2 मिनट भी खुशी के साथ उसके साथ बात कर लेते हो, विथ हैप्पीनेस यू आर टॉकिंग टू दैट गॉड, आई थिंक दैट 2 minutes विल बी इनफ। तो बाकी ये मालाएं कर लो, उसके बाद 2 मिनट बैठ जाओ उसके साथ, सिट विथ इट एंड से, और बता कैसा लगा आज का। आप लोग ऐसे नहीं पूछते उसे। You don't ask that. You have a limitation within your own selves. You think, how can I ask God, how was it today? No, you can ask me, how was it today? I say, you should become so easy with it that उसे भी शर्म आए आपको दोस्त ना बुला के। शर्म हमें नहीं आती उसको दोस्त बुलाने में, उसको शर्म आनी चाहिए कि अगर मुझे दोस्त ना बुला पाया तो। क्या कहते हो चंद्र प्रकाश जी? I become so easy with him that he should feel bad that he is not able to accept me. Yes or no? हम ऐसे ही हैं, लेकिन हमें भी पता है कमलेंद्र जी, कुछ लोग बल्ब की तरह होते हैं, कुछ लोग स्विच की, फैन की तरह होते हैं। You know what is the difference between bulb and fan? दोनों का स्विच होता है, both have switches. If I switch off the switch right now, the bulb will immediately go down, अंधेरा कर देगा। लेकिन फैन को ना बंद करने के बाद भी 10-15 घेरे लगा के ही बंद होता है, तो नहीं सुनता एक बार में। It doesn't listen to you at one go. It's a, even if you have closed it, I will rotate at least 15-20 times, then only I will close. So ऐसे हमारे पास हर तरीके के लोग हैं, और हमको भी बुरा नहीं लगता उसमें, सुधा जी। I don't feel bad because I look at those people as fan and bulb only. If I say once and they understood, I understood, okay, this is a bulb. And if somebody is saying rotating again and again, I said, okay, fine. And Chandraprakash is not only that, there are other people. Some people are like the fan in the railways. Indian Railway travel किया हो ना, उसके लिए पेंसिल, कंगी, you need sticks to start it. You go and put it inside that and rotate it once and it starts rotating. कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं हमारे पास. But the only thing is I have accepted by okay, समझ गया. ये नाम भले ही ये लिखा है लेकिन ये वो नहीं है, ये है. समझ रहे हैं ना? So it's not about the sticker that you have kept. I understand by your activities what you are. So I don't feel bad. कभी बुरा लगा कि फैन नहीं चल रहा? क्यों 15 बार घेरे लगा के बंद होता है? कभी बुरा लगा आपको कमलेंद्र जी? Anyone felt bad? Why I'm saying this to you is start living your life in the same way. There will be people in your life. Those who will not understand you at first go.
Oh.
They have to rotate 15 times, then only they will understand. They will stop. 15 घेरे खाने के बाद ही रुकेंगे. So accept them. Don't feel bad about them. Accept that they are fans. और वैसे भी फैन होना अच्छी बात है. आपके चारों तरफ ही घूम रहे हैं ना. So the more fans I have, I am much more known, right? Why should I be bad? Why should I feel bad? So I feel good about that. Like people are not understanding me. Oh, they are fans. I have a lot of fans. So that not puts me into a sorrow. Similarly, the way you find out people in your life, जिसको एक बार कहते हो समझ जाते हो, बोले वाह, this is a bulb. और कुछ धीरे धीरे जलते हैं. Tube lights. तो धीरे धीरे जलेंगे. So in your life, whatever issues that you people go on in your life, you get so irritated, agitated with certain things. I say you have not understood life. Give a different name to that person. अलग नाम लगा दो. फिर देखना सब शांति हो जाएगी. किसी ने मुझे पूछा कमलेंद्र जी की what is the best way to stop fights in marriages? I said, what is the culture of India? The major culture of India? Agriculture. क्या है?
Agriculture.
Agriculture. I say, if you follow that culture of India, nobody will fight. You agree with them?
Absolutely.
Follow agriculture. Itself, they says the prominent thing in India is agriculture. So they agree the culture. वो जो बोल रहे मान जाओ, झगड़े नहीं होंगे. But the problem is we are forgetting our culture, you see.
अच्छा, जब भी हम उच्चारण करते हैं तो जैसे मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर उसके लिए कर रहा हूँ या लक्ष्मी का है इसका, लेकिन महसूस अब ये अंदर से ऐसा होने लगता है जैसे मैं अंदर से ही अपनी किसी शक्ति को उजागर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ.
Very good. So for that, it is very simple, Kamlendra ji. It is very easy to realize that part. If you want to call upon Krishna, how would you call? You would call with a lot of love, affection, and all those things, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
लेकिन काली,
उसका वो विधि अलग.
So can you see there are different kind of bhav, means different kind of emotions that you create within you that creates the vibration.
Absolutely.
So the kind of God that you are dealing with, the kind of mantra that you are dealing with, bring that bhav within you, means that creates that magnanimity within that, the kind of force that is required for that. But it doesn't matter if you call Kali out of love also. Ram Krishna has proved that. It all depends is what kind of relation you are creating with that. If you have created a relation, any way you call it, they will come.
Because
आपकी मम्मी अगर कमलेंद्र जी आपको कोई भी नाम से बुलाए, वैसे क्या बुलाती थी आपको?
कमलेंद्र ही बोलते थे.
क्या?
कमलेंद्र ही बोलते थे.
कुछ छोटा सा नाम नहीं है आपका?
नहीं, वो बचपन में थोड़े दिन रखा था, फिर उसके बाद तो फिर चेंज.
हाँ, वही बचपन का नाम ही पूछ रहा हूँ आपसे.
पिंटू. पिंटू.
अच्छा, वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखने के बाद बंद कर दिए क्या? There was an advertisement coming in which that worm was there and that fellow, kept a name as Pintu to that.
So might be.
So, but still, if you are doing a sadhana, Kamlendarji, in that way, whenever you are calling upon a particular deity, you see, every deity has a picture of its own.
Absolutely.
There is an image, right? That image itself speaks in which form, in which way they should be called upon. तो भाव कैसे होने चाहिए आपके अंदर? That kind of feeling should be there within you to invoke that kind of deity. So you can go ahead with that.
Sure.
मतलब से मतलब नहीं है.
जी.
चलो.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamlendra ji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamlendra ji. Chandraprakash ji, please unmute yourself.
अब पहले इंट्रोड्यूस करो बल्ब, फैन, ट्यूबलाइट. बल्ब. ओके, चलो, गुड.
ओम मानस जी, ओम.
ओम मानस जी, ओम.
बस मेरा एक ही सवाल है. हमारे जो जोसेफ जयराज जी है,
हाँ जी,
वो कुछ साधना में गए. मैं उनके साथ बहुत सारे ग्रुप में हूँ कि वो बोल रहे कि मैं कुछ साधना में जा रहा हूँ, इसलिए मैं ग्रुप छोड़ रहा हूँ. सॉरी, थैंक यू बोल रहे थे. वो कौन सी साधना कर रहे हैं? आपको कुछ
कौन सी साधना
कर रहे हैं जोसेफ जयराज जी? आपको कुछ इन्फॉर्म करे क्या है? मौन साधना कर रहे, क्या कर रहे? किसी से चैटिंग में बहुत सारे ग्रुप से निकल गए वो.
देखो, वो शायद उन्होंने कहा ना कि वो मौन साधना कर रहे हैं, तो हमने जाके देखा नहीं कि वो मौन साधना कर रहे हैं कि कौन सी साधना कर रहे हैं. So he is doing whatever he feels is good. Might be that is the requirement for him at this time. वो उनकी जरूरत होगी अभी. चंद्रप्रकाश जी, आप कौन सी साधना कर रहे हो?
मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट आई एम लिविंग इन नाउ.
दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम ना चंद्रप्रकाश जी. देखो, हम क्या कर रहे हैं हमें नहीं पता, लेकिन दूसरे क्या कर रहे हैं उसको खोज है.
थोड़ी क्यूरियोसिटी मेरे को क्रिएट हो गई वो, जब से बहुत सारे ग्रुप से निकल जाते हैं. क्या साधना कर रहे?
एक बात, हाँ, अच्छा, बढ़िया चीज याद दिलाई चंद्रप्रकाश जी. Shall I tell another story? You people are invoking. यार लेट हो गया हरि भाई ना, so let's not tell the story then. जाओ. देखो, बिल्कुल नहीं जाएंगे. अब बोलेंगे बिना बोले तो जाएंगे ही नहीं. स्टोरी. ओके. अरे जीवन भर तो कहानियां ही सुन रहे हो. चलो ठीक है. चंद्रप्रकाश जी, आपके लिए स्पेशल, बाकी सबके लिए भी. यू विल गेट योर आंसर्स. ओके. डू यू रिमेम्बर व्हेन राम वेंट टू गेट मैरी सीता? सीता को विवाह करने के लिए जब गए थे, उन्होंने क्या किया? ही ब्रोक समथिंग ना.
धनुष को उठा के.
प्रणीत का स्पेशल रिक्वेस्ट है, हनुमान यहाँ होना चाहिए. नहीं है इस स्टोरी में, नहीं है हनुमान. क्या क्या तोड़ दिया था उन्होंने?
धनुष को उठा.
किसका?
तोड़े थे, बाण जिसे चलाते हैं.
नहीं, किसका धनुष तोड़ा उन्होंने?
कुछ वहां पे कुछ
नहीं,
में लगा सो रहता है.
वो धनुष किसका था? देखो, दूसरों की बड़ी उतावली हो रही है. लाइक एवरीबॉडी, अरे शिव 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 शिव. एवरीबॉडी जंपिंग फ्रॉम देयर सीट. व्हाई आर यू सो वरीड? उसको पूछा गया है, आप क्यों उछल रहे हो? This is what we do.
Sorry.
चलो ठीक है. तो शिव का धनुष था वो. ओके. लेकिन वो टूटने के बाद कौन आया? देखो, now again people are trying to sit this time. Now today I'm not going to jump, but I know the answer. You are jumping within yourself. नहीं, चंद्रप्रकाश जी, रामायण नहीं पढ़े या तो रामानंद सागर का रामायण नहीं देखे आप?
जब छोटा था बहुत, में याद नहीं है.
चलो कोई बात नहीं. परशुराम आए. देखो, हरि भाई रह नहीं पाए, टाइप ही कर दिए. चलो कोई बात नहीं। तो परशुराम आए। अच्छा, परशुराम आने के बाद क्या किए परशुराम ने? ही वॉज वेरी एंग्री, बहुत गुस्से में थे वो। क्यों गुस्से में थे? क्योंकि शिव का धनुष टूट गया था। ठीक है, यही था ना कहानी। एवरीबडी अग्री टू दैट और नॉट? और एम आई टेलिंग अनदर स्टोरी? सो एवरीबडी अग्रीज टू दैट। राजन जी सही है ना ये वाला? हाँ बिल्कुल सही है। सो व्हेन this happened and Parshuram came and he was in full anger and he was asking who broke this and all the stuff. He was too angry and everybody knows what kind of anger he has, right Aparavji? Nobody wants to come in front of him, especially when he's angry. Then when he was angry, then he was, now nobody is speaking anything. लक्ष्मण कहते हैं कि let me handle him, मेरे ही कैटेगरी का है. Because we all know Lakshman is also very angry person. He said, let me handle. कितने लोगों को गुस्सा आता है आप में से? How many of you get angry? आता है ना? Very good. Are you worried about your anger? Anytime you get worried about your anger? नहीं, दूसरे worry होते होंगे ना, आप क्यों होंगे? Others should be worried about your anger, ना? Why you should be angry? But one thing, if you are angry, that means realize one thing. Lakshman was an angry person, but with him was Ram. और अगर आपके पास लक्ष्मण है तो राम भी होगा. फोकस ऑन राम. राम और लक्ष्मण भाई ही थे ना? कभी लक्ष्मण ने राम का साथ छोड़ा था? What does that mean? Your anger and your calmness both go together. Which role you play is up to you. आप राम बन रहे हो कि लक्ष्मण? और अगर मौका दिया जाए तो आप क्या चूज करोगे? राम बनना चाहोगे या लक्ष्मण बनना चाहोगे? Which one is your choice? पक्का ना? So become that. Now coming back to your story. तो लक्ष्मण कहते हैं कि he is of my same category. He is also angry. I am also angry. So let me deal. And Lakshman comes and looks at Parshuram and says, why are you angry? क्या पूछते हैं? Let's say Chandraprakash, you are angry and somebody comes and stands in front of you and he says, why are you angry? What will you do? It's like putting heat to the fire, right? हाँ, आपने सही दिखाया. एक हाथ उड़ गया था ना? It depends on who is asking actually. You won't put your hand on everyone, but if it is your kid, gone. और बच्चा जब छोटा है, when the kid is small, what about you? गली के कोई भी आता है उसे लगा के चला जाता है. Anybody comes and puts something and right, चल, happened or not? So here Lakshman asked, why are you angry? Then he was furious and he said, can't you see? It has been broken. धनुष टूट गया है. लक्ष्मण पूछता है, आपका था क्या? गॉन ना? आपका था क्या? अब क्या बोलोगे आप? It is like putting, like the first question put ghee to the fire, the second question put water to the fire. Yes or no? आपका था क्या? परशुराम अचानक से सोचने लगे and says, oh no, it was not mine. Whose was it? It was Shiva's. Did you give it to Janak? He says no. आपका नहीं है, आपने नहीं दिया, आपका नहीं टूटा. Why are you worried? Why are you angry? समझ रहे हो? इसकी कथा बहुत लंबी है लेकिन मैं यहीं रुकना चाहूंगा. जयराज जी आपसे कुछ लेके गए, आपने उन्हें कुछ दिया था. उनके वजह से आपकी साधना रुकी है? नहीं, फिर किस बात की परेशानी?
बल्ब जल गया।
हाँ, उसी के लिए आए थे। Chandraprakash ji, always remember in our lives, there will be situations, there will be people, right? But every time do one thing, analyze that situation. Let's say I bought a new bike and somebody scratched on that. ठीक है ना? And I feel bad. गाड़ी के ऊपर आपका नाम लिखा है, किसका नाम लिखा है?
कंपनी का।
हुंडई का, होंडा का, मर्सिडीज का, जागवार का, और हम सोचते गाड़ी हमारी है, नाम उनका लेके घूमते हैं। पहले ही इतने बड़े बड़े अक्षरों में लिखा हुआ, ये तुम्हारा नहीं है, ये जागवार है, ये तुम्हारा नहीं है, ये एक्टिवा है, ये तुम्हारा नहीं है, ये एटलस है। यस और नो? एक काम करना, अगली बार जब गाड़ी खरीदना उसको तोड़ देना, अपना नाम लिख देना। लेकिन तब देखना लोग उसकी वैल्यू नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि आपने अपने नाम का वैल्यू नहीं बनाया। लेकिन अगर आप अपने नाम का वैल्यू कर देंगे ना, आप कोई भी गाड़ी में जाए, उस गाड़ी की कीमत आपके वजह से बढ़ जाएगी। So in our lives, whenever situation, something happens to us, ask these questions what Lakshmana asked to Parshuram. तेरा था क्या? तूने दिया था? Was it with you forever? Have you given that? Do you own this? And if you own this, for how long are you going to own this? 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years? अगर तेरा था तो तेरे साथ रहना चाहिए. But it doesn't last. Not even this body. So what can make you sad? Tell me. Every situation in your life, if you can question these things, that very moment you will find that you have been dreaming, feeling that this is mine. ये मेरा है, ये मेरा है, ये मेरा है. मुझे नहीं मिला, मुझे वो नहीं मिला. अपने आप को इतना छोटा मत कर दो कि एक छोटा सा स्क्रैच आपके दिल पे घाव कर दे. Don't become so small. और सबसे बड़े मजेदारी की बात, चंद्रप्रकाश जी, कितने लोग घड़ी पहनते हो? I can see Shiva Guruji's hand. He has a watch. I also have a watch. Anybody else wearing? Can I see it on the screen? Okay, so आप घड़ी तो बांध सकते हो, समय को नहीं बांध सकते. दूसरी बात, आपको लगता है कि आपने घड़ी बांधा है. यू थिंक लाइक यू हैव टाइड द वॉच. देखो ध्यान से, द वॉच हैज टाइड योर हैंड. आपने घड़ी नहीं बांध रखा, घड़ी ने आपके हाथ को बांध रखा है. देखो ध्यान से, देखो. जब तक समय के अंदर रहोगे यही रहेगा, समय आपको बांधे रखेगा. द टाइम विल टाई यू. You cannot tie time. But the day you go beyond time, just do this. This is how easy it is. चक्र से निकलना. ना आप उसे बांधो, ना वो आपको बांधेगा. Neither you tie it, neither it will tie you. Both are free. अब याद आ रहा है, मैं बहुत सारे गुरुओं के पास जाता हूँ, बहुत सारे चीजें सुनता हूँ, बड़े बड़े अच्छे अच्छे लोगों से सुनता हूँ, टीवी पे भी देखता हूँ. लेकिन मैं रिसेंटली 4 बजे उठ के मानस जी का एक सेशन अटेंड करने के लिए सोच रहा था. सुबह सुबह हम बड़े निद्रा में रहते हैं, सुस्त रहते हैं। लेकिन मानस जी जब बोलते कब क्या बोल देते मतलब समझ में नहीं आता, दिमाग की बत्ती जल जाती है। यही था ना आपका डायलॉग? जली?
बल्ब जला।
तो चंद्र प्रकाश जी, रियलाइज you should, if you are here, you should continue your journey in that path. बीच में रोकने का नहीं है। और बड़े मुश्किल से मिले हो। आपको लगता है कि मैं बड़े मुश्किल से मिला हूं, मुझे लगता है कि आप लोग बड़े मुश्किल से मिले हो। So don't lose the opportunity. तो साधना शुरू पक्का? एनी क्वेश्चंस? बट और सर एक ही साथ?
No if, no but, सिर्फ जट।
So thank you Chandra Prakash ji. Because of you so many things come into light. So thank you for being who you are. कोई और होने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, आप जो हो वो आप हो।
कभी कभी मेरे को कभी दुकान में कहीं कुछ झगड़ा हुआ, कुछ माइंड डिस्टर्ब हुआ, कुछ टेंशन में आता, क्या करता हूँ, अभी जो रिंग रेडी लगा है सामने, स्टार में कर अपने गाने गाता हूँ। अब तक 400 गाने मैंने वो ऐप में अपलोड किए हैं, जिससे मेरा माइंड रिलैक्स होता है। और सुबह आपने जो जाप दिए 3:30-4 बजे उठ कर रहा हूँ। फीलिंग गुड।
थैंक यू चंद्र प्रकाश जी। ओम चंद्र प्रकाश जी ओम।
ओम मानस जी ओम। ओम अहम ब्रह्मास्मि ओम।
अरे बाप रे। सहरी भाई, who is coming next? I think Sandhya ji is also
Sandhya ji.
there and Sudha ji also
Sudha ji
there.
is also there. Yes. Sudha ji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव। आपने अभी एक छोटा सा ही बताया था कि कृष्ण को कैसे बुलाएं, शिव को कैसे बुलाएं, काली माँ को कैसे बुलाएं, इसमें थोड़ी क्लियरिटी चाहिए, मुझे समझ नहीं आया।
वो कमलेंदर जी का आंसर था, तो आपके लिए नहीं था पहला। अब दूसरा आपका सवाल पूछो। अब
मेरा वही वो मुझे समझ नहीं आया था, मैंने इसलिए पूछा है आपसे कि मतलब
देखो सुधा जी, जिसको समझाने के लिए कहा गया उसको समझ में आया। कमलेंदर जी समझ में आया आपको? हाँ चलो ठीक, तो जिसके लिए था उसको समझ में आ गया।
थैंक यू।
आपका कोई सवाल है तो पूछो।
नहीं, मेरा वही सवाल था कि हम किसी को, अगर हम किसी को बुला रहे हैं, कोई भी है हमारा देवता, जैसे मान लो हम कृष्ण की कोई माला कर रहे हैं तो जो भाव आ रहे हैं वो अपने आप आ रहे हैं। हम शिव की कोई माला कर रहे हैं, जो भी आ रहा है वो अपने आप आ रहा है, हम उसमें कुछ ला तो नहीं सकते। फिर हम ऐसे कैसे डिवीजन करें कि उनको जब हम बुलाएंगे तो हमारा ये भाव होना चाहिए, या उनको बुलाएंगे तो ये भाव होना चाहिए, ये हम कैसे कर सकते हैं?
मत करो ना, किसने कहा है कि
वो मैंने पूछा, वो यही तो मैं पूछ रही हूँ, वो क्लियर नहीं होता इसलिए मैंने पूछा। क्योंकि अगर हम शिव की माला करते हैं तो हमारे बच्चे के भाव कभी आ ही नहीं सकते।
एक बात,
अगर हम कान्हा जी की माला करते हैं तो हमें कभी उसके योगी के भाव आ नहीं सकते हैं,
तो
वो तो ऑटोमेटिकली आएंगे।
सुधा जी अब मैं बताना चाहता हूँ व्हाई यू हैव अ वेरी लेजिटिमेट क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली, कि मैंने उनको कुछ कहा और आपको मना कर रहा हूँ, यही है ना? उसका बहुत सिंपल आंसर है। कमलेंदर जी साधना की बात कर रहे थे, आप
भाव की बात कर रहे हैं।
समझ में आया? साधना जब करते हो, किसी को साधन बना के आप साधते हो, मतलब यू आर गोइंग टू मास्टर देम। लेकिन पूजा जो आप करते हो वो साधना नहीं है।
अच्छा, साधना और पूजा में फर्क क्या है गुरुदेव?
बहुत ज्यादा फर्क है।
जैसे
जैसे साधना टू विन ओवर, पूजा टू गिव अवे। समझो, मैं साधना करता हूं क्योंकि मुझे सिद्धि चाहिए, मुझे कुछ प्राप्त करना है। मैं पूजा करता हूं क्योंकि मुझे सब कुछ दे देना है। ये डिफरेंस है। आपने नहीं देखा राक्षस और देवता में क्या फर्क होता है सुधा जी? कोई फर्क
यही
नहीं
फर्क।
होता। एक हम जानते हैं ना सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन, जिनके बर्थडे पे गुरु दिवस मनाया जाता है, टीचर्स डे। In one space he has written that the difference between a god and a demon, both do sadhana, दोनों साधना करते हैं। मतलब दोनों इंसान की तरह है और दोनों साधना करते हैं। It's just like becoming a IS officer. So both are becoming, studying hard, both are studying for like 12 15 hours every day. Then when both of them pass it, one thinks, now I have got this opportunity to help others, ये देवता बन गया। The other thinks, I have got an opportunity to earn,
कंट्रोल,
to take, to scrap, ले लेने के लिए, मेरे लिए, एक दूसरे के लिए, एक मेरे लिए। समझ में आ रहा है ना? यही है साधना। एक स्थिति तक लेके जाएगी आपको। क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आपके सामने शिव खड़ा है, आप उससे क्या मांगोगे? और अगर आप शिव आपके सामने खड़े होने के बाद आप कुछ मांग रहे हो, आपके जैसा मूर्ख मैंने नहीं देखा। होता है कि नहीं? अरे जब स्वयं वो खड़ा है, उसके सामने कहते हैं कि मुझे वरदान दो कि मैं अमर हो जाऊं। क्या पागल हो? उसे कहना मुझे तुझ में संभाले, मैं अमर हो ही जाऊंगा। हाँ, तो ये दोनों की चीजों की कार्यकर्ता क्या है, क्यों साधना की जाती है और क्यों पूजा करनी चाहिए, ये दोनों चाहिए आपको। साधना ताकि शिव आए, पूजा ताकि आप उसके साथ समा जाओ।
तो एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन और आ रहा है, जैसे ये जो साधना कर रहा है या पूजा कर रहा है, तो ये भाव तो हर बंदे के अपने आप अंदर से उपजते हैं। उसमें उसका कंट्रोल तो है नहीं।
ओके,
तो फिर वो कहाँ से इन्वॉल्व हो गया जो कर रहा है?
वेरी गुड। ये सारे चीजों की जरूरत तब है जब आप और आपका ईश्वर अलग है।
बिल्कुल।
जब आप और आपके ईश्वर अलग हो ही नहीं, तो क्या भावना, क्या मंत्र, क्या यंत्र? आप ही ने तो कहा ना, चल मालिक आज बैठते हैं और बंटवारा कर ही देते हैं, सारा जग तेरा, वस्तु मेरा।
तो वो मेरी तो भावना अपने आप अंदर से आई।
अब जब ये भावना आ गई सुधा जी, अब बताओ क्या रहा? क्या साधोगे? किसको साधोगे?
किसी को नहीं साधना। सब कुछ सद गया।
तो देख रहे हो, ये सवाल ही नहीं है उस जगह पे। हाँ, कुछ लोगों को वहां, जैसे आपने कहा ना, आज ही लिखा था ना आपने, सीढ़ी वो होती है जो भगवान तक पहुंचा दे, साधना वो है जो भगवान तक पहुंचा दे, भक्ति वो है जो भगवान से मिला दे। समझ रहे? पहुंचाना और मिलाना ये दो अलग अलग चीजें हैं। सीढ़ियां आपको भगवान तक पहुंचा देगी, लेकिन मिलना आपको पड़ेगा।
नहीं, अगर गुरु चाहेगा तो वो मिला भी देगा। मेरा अपना मानना है, हर एक का अपना अपना मानना है।
तो चलो फिर।
चलिए सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक
समझ
यू,
गई जो कुछ समझना था मैं समझ गई।
संध्या जी, जस्ट अ सेकेंड।
संध्या करो प्लीज अनम्यूट सर।
नमस्ते गुरुजी।
नमस्कार
Guruji, I want your blessings to do Brahma Muhurta practice, meditation practice, please. It is in my mind. The situation is insane in the class also. Okay. Please, Guruji.
So to wake up in the Brahma Muhurt, you need an alarm clock, not me, I think. But still, you want to wake up in the morning?
Yes, Guruji. Want to practice meditation practice?
You want to practice meditation? Oh my God, then it is difficult. Don't practice meditation. I say just wake up and sit down. That's enough.
Okay.
Okay, because in our practicing, we are not getting it.
Okay.
Okay. You want to wake up, you will wake up. So don't worry on that. If you want, I will ask somebody in our group. There are many people, those who are waking up early, they will call you up. If nobody comes, I will. And then don't get worried, who is waking me up every day at the same time. So if you won't complain, then it will happen.
Okay.
Okay. So at what time you want to wake up?
Brahma Muhurt.
So she doesn't want to take the risk of timing also, Preeti ji. वो कहते हैं कि जिस समय तुम उठा दो और तुम्ही को पता होना चाहिए कि ब्रह्म मुहूर्त है क्या.
3:45, I think, like that, Guruji.
No, it is not 3:45. It is, even if you are waking up at 4:45 or 5 o'clock is also good.
Okay.
Aparao ji, what is the current timing of sunrise? Anyone checked? So if you're not checked, you can check that. Or Sandhya ji, let me finally put 6:10. Okay. So 4:45 is a good time to wake up. So Sandhya ji, let me finally put a seal to that Brahma Muhurt also. If you realize that you are the Brahma, the moment you wake up becomes the Brahma Muhurt. And to finally say to Deepika ji, ब्रह्म मुहूर्त क्यों कहा जाता है? क्योंकि उस समय में ब्रह्म ही जाग सकता है. और अगर उस समय में ब्रह्म जागता है और आप जागते हो तो कौन जगा? Who woke up? So it is not about waking up in the Brahma Muhurt, it is awakening the Brahma in that moment in the morning. Not waking up physically, waking up that divine within you and creating that Brahma Muhurt. What is that? The moment when the Brahma appeared within me is the Brahma Muhurt. Will anyone deny if Shiva says like I'm coming 10 o'clock today? No, for that, that moment became Brahma Muhurt. So even I don't put a rule to that. It doesn't matter whether you wake up in the Brahma Muhurt or not. I say the moment you wake up is the Brahma waking up within you or not. आप कौन से समय में जागते हो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आप जब जागते हो तो आपके साथ ब्रह्म जागता है कि नहीं जागता, ये देखो. अगर ये समझ में आ गया और आपके जागने से अगर ब्रह्म जागता है तो समझ लेना वो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त है. अब समझ में आया ब्रह्म मुहूर्त का मतलब क्या है? कमलेंद्र जी, ये तो ऐसा हो गया, ओम ब्रह्म ओम हो गया. तब एक बताया गया था, लास्ट में बताया जा रहा है. नो, जो रुके हैं उनको कुछ तो फायदे होने चाहिए. So is it clear now? What is Brahma Muhurt? The moment the Brahma awakens. If the Brahma is awakening within you right now, this is the Brahma Muhurt. भूल जाओ मैं ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में जागा कि नहीं जागा, मेरे जागने से ब्रह्म जागा, ये अगर ख्याल में रहे. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. The moment you wake up, you are doing that. What did you are saying? The moment you are waking up, you are saying Aham Brahmasmi, means you are realizing that I am not woken up as a body, as a human into this body anymore. The Brahma has awakened into this world of his own creation. And if that divine has awakened into this world, that should be Brahma Muhurt. Brahma. Okay. Shall I tell the truth, Deepika ji? Deepika ji has put forth a question, what is the exact meaning of Brahma? मैं बोलूंगा तो मानोगे? You. I given the answer. You. ब्रह्म तो आप हो, लेकिन भ्रम में अपने आप को इंसान मान बैठे। ब्रह्म वो है जिसका ना कोई आकार, ना कोई साकार, ना कोई वाणी, ना कोई मंत्र, ना कोई विच्छेद, कोई नहीं। जो शब्दों से बांधा नहीं जा सकता, जो समय से बांधा नहीं जा सकता, वो ब्रह्म है। और आप ब्रह्म के बारे में जो कुछ भी बोलोगे वो सब कुछ ब्रह्म है, और जो कुछ आप नहीं बोल पाओगे वही ब्रह्म है। नाउ टेल मी, व्हाट कैन यू टेल अबाउट योर ओन सेल्फ? आप अपने बारे में क्या बोल सकते हो, बताओ। You can talk all about your body, the way you look, your association, your things that you have in your life. You can only talk about that, but what can you tell you about yourself? मैंने वही कहा कि ब्रह्म के बारे में कुछ नहीं कहा जा सकता। क्या आप अपने बारे में कुछ कह सकते हो? सौजन्या जी, कैन यू टेल एनीथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ? तो आप कौन हो? मैंने ये नहीं कहा कि मैं ब्रह्म हूं, मैंने कहा आप ब्रह्म हो। और अगर आप ब्रह्म हो तो मैं भी ब्रह्म ही हूं। डन दीपिका जी? Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for bringing out so many things today. But more than that, not my stories, not my answers. All that should awake is you. So thank you everyone for listening to me, for your time, your presence, and especially people in India burning your late night oils despite you have to wake up early in the morning. Thank you. And I don't know how the US people are managing despite the cooking hours and office hours. Still they are managing. So thank you. So with a simple prayer to the divine that resides within you, may with all my efforts, with all our efforts that we are putting in, may the Brahman in you awake. हमारी प्रार्थना आपसे यही है कि आपकी तैयारी, हमारी प्रार्थना, हमारा जो कुछ भी हम कर रहे हैं वो आपके अंदर आपके ब्रह्म को जगा दे, इतनी ही हमारी प्रयास है. That's what my entire work is. to not leave you until you become that. रोज आके ऐसे ही मारते रहूंगा. Every day I will keep on hitting on your doors until you wake up. So, till we meet again, most probably, Hari bhai, the timing this time for Sunday or Saturday, what we are going to do?
I think we have decided for Saturday, right? This Sunday. We are not doing any Sunday satsang. So maybe we will declare a time on Saturday.
But yes, invitation to all. So those who can please make to visit me on Sunday in the evening, do visit to this beautifully created place by Hari bhai. हम इसमें घूमने वाले लोग हैं, तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता इस घर से. So do come. So I'll be waiting for you all.
Yeah, we'll be sharing the location. So please try to visit and be there for the dinner. Thank you.
वो हरि भाई की तरफ से.
अरे
No, it would be good. So, and I also thank the people, those who visited, took the time to visit this place. आभार आप सभी का. घर तो इसीलिए बना गया कि आप लोग आ सको. ये तो मौका, ये बहाना है बस. Thank you so much. Aham Brahmasmi.